Nikki.
And I'm Ken.
And this is
Black Jesus Reviews.
Today we will be reviewing Barbershop 3.
The final cut.
Like normally, we're going to give you a brief summary, then we're going to talk about our likes, then we're going to get to the bless their heart section, and then we'll give a vote at the end. So Kenny, you want to start us off with the summary?
Okay, it is a part 3 of a series. We're all familiar with the characters. Ice Cube owns a barbershop. We now have, in addition to the barbershop, we have a women's beauty salon that is now came in business with the barbershop. They're in Chicago, highlighting some of the violence that's going on in the community. This barbershop bands together to try to come up with different ways to combat the violence in the community. And that's pretty much Barbershop, the final cut.
Okay. So I want to start, I want to start off with the likes.
Okay.
What I liked about it, the first thing I liked was I love the Save the Chicago message. I really felt like that this third Barbershop film had a coherent theme, and it was from the beginning to the end of the movie. You knew the theme was about stopping the violence in Chicago, stopping the violence in poor black communities, about communities coming together, because a lot of times in these communities the people are afraid. The majority of community is not like that, is not a part of the violence, but there's some young people who just run it rampant and run it down, and I really like the message of, you know, empowering those people to come together and save the community. Not save it from those kids, but save those kids as well. So I really like that. I really like that theme. I also like the strong female leads.
Exactly.
There were a lot of strong male characters, and there were a lot of strong female characters to balance that also. I like the fact that you were able to get into the minds and learn a little bit about the male characters, but it was equally the same thing with the female characters. I was also liked, and I was also very proud of Nicki Minaj. I think her character, she did very well with that.
Very good.
I know she went to a performing arts school, but you know, we don't really see her act a lot.
Right.
So I was really surprised, because I didn't, know that she was an actress of that sort. So I liked
every time the camera came on her, I was really excited to see her.
Yeah, you were drawn to her.
I was like,
you were drawn to her. She was in an ensemble cast of
absolutely.
actors, so
she held her own.
Drawn to her.
Nikki, you did good.
Speaking of people who did really well, Cedric the Entertainer was phenomenal. He was hilarious. If you only want to see the movie for him, it's worth it, because he's really he engulfs himself in that character. Yeah, and he's hilarious. I also liked Auntie Fee.
Oh, Auntie
She's like
Fee!
a surprise in the film. And spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. And she just really takes the film to another level. Oh God,
it was the right punch of it.
Yeah, and she's also somebody who is not an actor, but her scene.
It was so believable.
Her scene is
flawless.
Hilarious.
Her scene was flawless.
So good job, Auntie Fee.
Hey, Auntie Fee.
And finally, last but not least, my favorite thing about the film was Common. Listen. I've always been a fan of Common. I've never been attracted to him. I know a lot of people who have. Not saying he was a hideous guy, but I just never got it. But I got it in this movie. I got it in this movie. Hey, Common, you did a good job. I'm proud of you.
You know, my cousin used to cut his hair.
What?
Yeah.
Do he still cut his hair?
No, she doesn't cut his hair anymore. Anyway, shout out to my cousin.
I'll cut his hair.
Hey.
Shoot. Light-skinned, bald nugget of a head. Yes, Mr. Common.
I cannot believe it. She was squirming on here. Her voice then went up a couple of hours.
I'm ready to be a stepmom.
Oh my God.
So fun. So fun.
Some of the things I liked.
Good job. He was buffed. He worked out. He had this voice, and okay, that was my like.
What I liked about this film was I like how it's acting meets activism. You know, a lot of times we talked about we want our movies to really speak to something. We want our movies to have a message.
Yes.
And so in this movie, we highlighted the gun violence that has been plaguing the African American communities, that's been really taking the lives of our young people far too soon. This is something that's close to my heart. And not only that, but you had an opportunity to mention Trayvon Martin. You had an opportunity to mention Michael Brown. Anytime you have an opportunity to keep this in the forefront, it's like all the thousands of people that saw this film, you got a chance again to hear some things they were talking about. I also loved as an African American male, having grown up in the barbershop, just a slice of what it's like. This is our world being reflected in cinema. The barbershop is a sacred place, and though some people may feel that it was just over the top, No, it is not. That kind of stuff and those type of conversations happen in a black barbershop.
Yeah.
Not Supercuts. If you go to Supercuts, you don't get it. I understand that. But black people, that's what happens.
Yeah.
And when you had this merge between that beauty salon and the barbershop, that was all real.
Yeah.
That I love seeing that on screen. So I really, really want to say hats off to you, Ice Cube, brother.
NWA to this, man.
Right.
All right, so let's get into the bless their heart section. I'll start it off.
Go ahead.
I felt like, although I got the Chicago message, I felt like it was a bit preachy. And in preachy, where it was, you would have these monologues from characters who would say things like, this is what the black community should be doing. Why are we killing each other? You want to say Black Lives Matter? It's just like, okay, we get it. Like, it was just way too preachy. I also did not like that, or the bless their heart for me was, I did not understand why the original cast wasn't back, because I came back wanting to see it, and like, you got like tips and dabs of the original cast in the beginning, but they didn't last throughout the movie, and then like, you're asking us in the third installment to fall in love with these characters that we're just now meeting, and we're all coming to the third installment for the original characters. Exactly. And I also did not think that a few of the actors match the talent of Cedric the Entertainer. I felt like in each scene that he was in, if you were not like seasoned, he stole it. Like he stole the scene. And I don't think he intentionally did it. I think he's just that talented. And he looked phenomenal, but the person who was acting with him looked terrible. Like you saw all of the mistakes and the, you know, like one guy was mouthing the lines of somebody else. It was
Nikki
just
was like, do you see him?
Yeah,
saying the other
mouthing the lines.
I was like, what?
Why didn't they edit that out? Like and also the movie was very slow. There would be scenes where it would be like awkward silence, and then they would cut to something else, and I'm like, pick that up.
Yeah, the pacing was a little
like there would be a joke that would be said, and then guys, I lied to you not. Dead silence. And then they cut to another scene, and you just felt uncomfortable. Like, did they mean to leave this in?
We gonna film all this.
Exactly. So I just felt like the movie just was really, really slow, and a lot of the actors, the talent level, the talent pool was different, and it really went unmatched when you were in the scene with somebody like Cedric the Entertainer.
Bless their hearts.
Bless their hearts.
It was very predictable. It was so predictable. That would have to be like, I said, oh, so we know what's going to happen there.
Yeah.
Because we've heard this story before, it would be nice to be able to see it in a fresh way.
Yeah.
With a new pair of eyes. But it was so predictable.
Yeah.
And bless their heart, but Dion Cole, brother, God, I don't know. Everyone is on a journey. And who am I? Who am I?
Who are me to judge?
Who am I? But it just fell flat for me. And I'm such a fan of Dion Cole. I am a fan. But I just was like, like, you know, maybe it was the character in the writing and things like that. But I just, as much as I look forward to Nicki Minaj, I did not look forward to Dion Cole. That I felt the polar opposite. I really was so excited to see Nicki Minaj every time she showed up on screen.
Every time.
But when Dion Cole, when that camera panned to him, I was like, oh, just make it
Bless
quick.
his heart.
Bless his heart.
But he's talented. He'll do
awesome.
more.
And listen, if you got a job for me, brother, I'd be more than happy to work with you.
More than happy to. All right, it's time to vote.
All right.
I'll start off with my first vote.
Go ahead.
Is I'm going to give this movie one Tyler Perry, and this is why. I felt like with every Tyler Perry film, we know the message. You know, and it's not bad, it's not negative, but it's just like we know the message and we know what we're in for. And that's what I felt. Yeah, seriously, that's what I felt like with Barbershop 3. I felt like I knew what I was in for.
Yes.
Also, I'm going to give it one TD Jakes. Because the movie is very, very preachy. Very preachy. It's like, we get it. We know. We gotta do better. We gotta, you know, pick our kids up from school. We gotta feed them the good cheese, not the government cheese. Yes. And then I'm going to give this movie one final water bottle because, Common, you made me extremely thirsty.
See.
Extremely.
That's right here.
Water me down, brother.
Oh, God. Oh, we didn't win another. Okay. All right. Okay. Listen. I want to give this one Cornel West. There was a message. We had some strong black brothers. There was a sense of activism in this movie that I really, really resonated with. And Cornel West, brother, Barbershop, the final cut. Y'all gonna get a Cornel West from me.
Yeah.
And I also have to give this one Clipper. Listen, again, you didn't touch my heart. Because you took me to a place that was very familiar to me as a young African American man, having grown up in the barbershop. I felt at home in the movie theater, which sometimes I'm with some blue aliens on a faraway planet, but this was real. I could see this. I saw me reflected back in that screen. So thank you for that. And I just have to give one more shout out to the father-son relationship that Ice Cube talked about.
That was good.
That was
I like
awesome.
that.
Awesome.
All in all, I think it's a really good family film. I do think that you should go see it, but you know, our people, we know what we in for. We know what we in for. Oh no! Props to you, Ice Cube, from going from NWA to Barbershop 3. You better do it, brother.
Brother, call me.
Call us.
Call us.
Us. All right, tune in next week for the movie Keanu.
Keanu, Second City fam.
Yeah, Second City fam.
Bye. Bye.